All right, we're on. We're live. Okay, it's Glenn Meekum here. Great to talk with you. Great to speak with all of you again for our monthly all ambassador meeting. And we've got a great meeting. We've got a great set of information here today. Let's go to the next slide, and I'll show you the agenda. So basically, that's me. I didn't plan this. I'm wearing the same sweater, different shirt, same sweater. But basically, here's the agenda for today. We have great news on the ambassador force. Of course, we're past the initial opt-in period on the new compensation plan. We have news on that for you. We're also very excited about the growth of Forever overall. We are just tremendous growth going on right now. Third thing is that we have recognition, of course, for our amazing ambassadors, and a lot of wonderful news there. And then we have an interview with Kathy Pavolny. Kathy, you'll see there's some great news about Kathy. And finally, well, not finally, but then we have an update with Mona Rao. We're going live on location to Mona, and she's going to give us an update on Forever Live 2019. And then Nathan Bowers is going to join us. He's right here across the table from me. Sorry, yeah. Nathan Bowers is going to give us an update, a product update. We've got a lot of exciting new improvements, exciting new products, as well as improvements to our core Forever platform to share with you. And then Michaela Elliott will talk about April sales promotions. We've got a lot of really exciting stuff going on here in April. Already off to a tremendous start in April, by the way. And then finally, we'll do Q&A. And it's important, if I have my notes right here, if you want to ask questions, just go ahead and type questions in. I'm the host of the call, and I'm going to be talking, and I can't really look at the questions on the screen. So if you want to ask questions, type them in and send them to the co-host or panelist. If you send to co-host or panelist, when you type them in, then we'll get them and they'll relay them. Shelly's here, Erica's here. They'll relay them to me, and we can answer questions at the end of the broadcast here. So that's it. So let's dive right in. We have great news on the ambassador force. Let me start there. So here's the news. Drum roll, please. We actually have. Okay, there we go. We have we have 1,000. The exact number is actually 1,993 ambassadors. So as you see on the screen here, approximately 2,000 ambassadors have opted in, and so that means they've paid the $99 ambassador fee. They've joined up as ambassadors going forward. They are part of the new compensation plan, and that's very exciting news. We had thought the minimum would be 1,500. We thought the maximum would be 2,000, and here we are right at 2,000. So that's really, really great news. We're really excited, and it's awesome. And then in addition, those 1,993, approximately 2,000, have opted in here during this period of time. Those are people who've been ambassadors for longer than 12 months. In addition, there's another 400 plus people who have become ambassadors over the last 12 months, and they will opt in to the new, well, they're part of the new compensation plan now. They're in good standing, but they'll opt in and pay their $99 fee as their anniversary comes up over the next 10 months, actually, between now and February 1st. And including that group of people, we have about 2,400 active ambassadors. And I anticipate that number will grow as we add more professional business building ambassadors going forward. So we're really excited. And I got to tell you, the third bullet point there is an inspiring level of commitment and excitement and sales and sharing and building the business. It's awesome. We're really blown away by I personally, these were tough decisions to implement the new compensation plan, to implement the new ambassador fee, to put the new petition process in place. These were all hard decisions. And we took a turn, frankly, away from traditional MLM thinking towards a new vision for Forever. And I mean, I've always said we're not an MLM company. We are a consumer internet and software company that uses a ambassador force, that uses direct marketing. We're not a direct marketing company that just is building, a consultant force and then trying to push whatever inventory through it. That's not us. We're very, very different from that. And, sharing and selling and spreading Forever is really a professional activity because you have to have knowledge of the software. You have to have knowledge of the services. You have to have knowledge of memory keeping and of organizing and all these things. And so it's a very professional thing. So building a business as a Forever Ambassador is a serious professional activity. Whether it's part-time on the side of, whether it's part-time out of the home raising a family, whether it's part-time with another job, whether it's full-time, and there's a range of levels of commitment. But at whatever level of commitment, it's a professional and serious commitment where you can make real money and really help people too. So this was a move in that professional direction. And I got to tell you how gratified I am personally by the reception. We have just tremendously positive, all of you have received this move in a very positive way, and the level of inspiration and the level of excitement is great. And of course, it's enabling us to do the 20% minimum commission, which of course is already attracting a lot of new ambassadors. And it's just a tremendous thing. So we're really happy. The ambassadors are energized and committed. I'm getting very, very positive feedback from many, many sources, and I'm just thrilled. And thanks to all the leaders out there, from SEAs, EAs, senior leads, et cetera. The level of work that you all did to explain this direction, explain the new compensation plan, and bring your teams along, I really appreciate it. And you did a tremendous, tremendous job out there. So congratulations to everybody. That was the last bullet point. But one final thought, the new petition process. Those who've spoken with me know, I think that this idea that I think a lot of multi-level marketing companies have, and that we had in the past, the way it was initially set up, which was, hey, if there's problems, sort of tough, and we're going to freeze our ambassador, organization just the way it is. Well, that doesn't make sense in a real business. In a real professional business, that doesn't make sense. If someone is either unhappy with their current situation or they see great opportunity in making a change to a different situation, that's something we as an organization need to hear and react to, but not do it in some free-for-all way, do it in a very gracious and professional way. And I have to tell you, we've implemented this new petition process where ambassadors can petition for a change in their upline, or frankly, petition for other changes too. And it's just been very well received, and I think people have started to participate in that in the full spirit of exactly what I wanted. Very professional, very gracious, and patient, and factual, and it has been I got to tell you, it's been a very affirming and rewarding process so far. And once a month, in the mid-month, we have an official meeting. I meet with Erica, Ellie, Michaela, Nathan, others, and we go through, that's the main group, we go through factually what's going on, and we make decisions, and I make the final decisions. And if there's a dispute and people don't like the decision, there's an appeal process. We have one appeal pending right now, and I'm very happy about that because I want to make sure we make decisions in a very, very careful, professional way. But we have to make decisions and allow for change and evolution, and that's what we're doing. And again, the reception has been extremely positive. So we're doing some things in a new way, and it's working out great. Let's go to the next slide. So, and congratulations to all of you. I'm just thrilled with the progress we're making in our ambassador force. It's like the best case scenario right now from when we were implementing this compensation plan. So, and what have the results been? Well, the numbers tell the tale. I think there's a lot of reasons why we're doing so well, and part of it's new and better products. Part of it's just better and better sales execution and promotion execution, and we're getting the word out in new ways. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for this, but the core reason is all of you are doing such an incredibly great job of sharing and promoting Forever. And thanks to all of you. And the numbers are great. So Q1, and I know people want to know these because they want to compare the overall company to their own individual sales and their own individual team sales, and their team sales. But Q1 growth for the company plus 50%. So in Q4, as you'll recall, we were plus 32%. Going back to Q3, I think we were plus 8%, if I recall. It might have been 10%. I can't remember Q3 precisely. But it was 8 or 10% in Q3. It was 32% in Q4. It was plus 50% in Q1. And let's have a round of applause for that. I mean, awesome. Awesome. And March was plus 66%. So March was just blowout great. It was just way above our expectations. And basically, these numbers are ahead of all our plans for this year. We are ahead. We have kind of a base level cash management plan and then a stretch plan for the business. We are ahead of the stretch plan right now, and doggone it, I intend to stay there. I think the whole team intends to stay there. But it's awesome that we're ahead of our stretch plan for this year, and well ahead. It's great. So, and just some other data that's really interesting. And this is stuff I have been saying, but I want you all to kind of digest this and use it with clients. Use it to explain to people that, okay, yeah, Forever's not Google, Forever's not Amazon, it's not at that scale yet, but doggone it, we have real traction and we have real business and we're not going anywhere. I mean, we are here for the long haul. And every single one of your clients, both current and new, need to know that Forever is forever. And we're doing really, really well. So these stats are great stats to show that. Number one stat, we have now, early in March, we passed the 1 million gigabytes of Forever storage sold. It's actually, the technical term for 1 million gigabytes is a petabyte. But I got to tell you, whoever coined petabyte did it 30 years ago. And I'm not sure, I think it needs to be renamed. So I'm not focusing on petabyte. And you all know what I'm talking about. So I like to talk in terms of 1 million gigabytes. 1 million gigabytes sounds better anyway. But yeah, we have sold. We're now over. I forget the number today. We're actually well over 1 million gigabytes now. But it's probably 1 million, 1 point something. I forget exactly. But 3 or 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, we went over 1 million gigabytes of Forever storage sold. So that's a lot of Forever storage sold. We've also, our clients have now uploaded over 100 million photos. I think we're actually now approaching 105 million photos because we passed this again. It was 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago that we passed the 100 million photos mark. But that's a huge round milestone number. 100 million photos have been uploaded by all of our clients to Forever. And then we've got over 1 million videos either uploaded or converted on our system right now, and that's awesome as well. So what does that mean? People are really adopting our premium video plan. People are really adopting that too. And talk about a sales opportunity, especially when those one-time premium video plan opportunities come along. It's $1,999 one time undiscounted, but then we will do discounts on it, and people buy them. And that's like a 15. When we put it on a 25% discount. 25% sale. That's like a $1,500 sales opportunity for you. And think about that, 20%, 25%, 30, 35% of that. It's a big payday for the ambassador. And it's a great opportunity for the client to have their premium video endowed in their account, forever, ad infinitum. 100 years guaranteed. No, they're lifetime plus 100 years guaranteed, but a goal of ad infinitum, forever. So that's exciting. And then we have, over the last few years, we've had over 50,000 paying clients, distinct paying clients. So it's these are the 50,000 paying clients, over 1 million videos, over 100, and videos brand new, it's only months old, over 100 million photos uploaded, over 1 million gigabytes of Forever storage. These are statistics you should be sharing with clients and potential clients to sell them on the fact that Forever is here to stay. And it's just that simple. So next slide.
Yeah, we're going to go into the recognition.
Yeah, we're going to go into recognition now. Yeah, moving along. We decided not to show the agenda page repeatedly, but now we're going to go into recognition. And it's extremely exciting. Go forward. So this is really exciting. These are our top 3 sales leaders. This is personal sales over the last 12 months, ending March 31st. And as you can see, Madeline Barnell, amazing number, $83,000. Kathy Pavolny, who we're going to hear from later, to talk with her here live in front of all of you, $86,000. But I've got to put out a huge attagirl to my friend, your friend, Mariana Curran, who went over the first Forever ambassador ever to go over $100,000 in trailing 12-month sales. So let's hear it for Mariana. Woo! Great job. I mean, it's awesome. And Mariana, I put out this challenge about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. maybe 3 months ago only. I think Mariana last year was at the end of the year, she was at about 75,000. And she just had an amazing first quarter and got all the way up to 100,000 in trailing 12-month sales. And, you know, this is what's possible. And you'll see, I have some numbers here in a second for some new ambassadors who are really starting to share and sell very effectively. This is what's possible. Let's go forward. So here we are, March, top personal sales for March. And number 10 is Cheryl Sheehy with $4,800, almost very close to $5,000 in personal sales. Number 9 is Deanna Pennington. She's at $4,970. Number 8 is Sherry Miser at $5,568. Number 7, Debbie Morast, who's at $6,209. Number 6, Kathy Gordon at $9,586. Number 5, Trina Massel at $10,060. Number 4, Deanna Johnson at $10,420. Number 3, Madeline Brunell at $16,004. Number 2, Mariana Curran at $21,033. And drum roll, please. Thank you. Very good. That's good. The musician in the group. Kathy Pavolny came in at $25,966. Amazing, amazing numbers. A round of applause for everybody. I mean, just amazing. This is just for March alone. And of course, every month we like to highlight the prior month's the sales leaders. It's like the winner board, or not the winner, the leader board, the achiever board for the month. And then we also want to highlight new ambassadors. And I'm going to take a drink of water real quick before we go into this. Little sip of water.
That was a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm. But our new ambassador leaderboard is, and this is the top 5 over the last 12 months. And number 5 over the last 12 months is Deborah Colling, who had $1,477 of sales. Brand new ambassador, already at that level. Leslie Quito is number 4 at $1,639. Number 3 is Ginny Gully at $2,829. Number 2 is Michelle Pickett, who I've met and is wonderful, $3,355. I have to move my head back and forth. I don't have my glasses on, so to see those numbers. There we go. All right, and number 1. See, I'm trying to do it without my glasses. Yeah, I know. We're a lot of us face that same problem. All right, Debbie Morast was $6,209, and that's trailing 12-month sales as of March 3rd.
That's their month of March.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I had that wrong. 12, yeah, I'm sorry. That is their month of March sales.
But they've been with the company.
Yeah, and they've been with they've been with the company less than 12 months, 12 months or less, and that is their March only sales. So really, really awesome sales for some new ambassadors. And we're going to see, I'll tell you right now, we're going to see a lot of new ambassadors here in the next 12 months, and we're going to see, and every month we're going to see who the top salespeople are. Not only overall, but for the new ambassador group. So let's go forward. Oh, wait. Go back 1 second. A round of applause. We have Debbie Morast and Michelle Pickett and Ginny Gully and Leslie Quito and Deborah Collins. Great job. Okay, next slide. So now a quick update on the Ambassador Achievement Program. So as you know, we have tripified, a word I coined, tripified the Forever Live this summer and have a whole bunch of different levels of achievement. And you get different rewards for achieving different levels of achievement. And it all rolls into cash and really nice benefits, as well as other benefits for for Forever Live. So let's go forward and look where we are so far. So we're halfway through. Whoops.
Hold on. I have to reshare here.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Okay, that didn't go as I was planning. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this.
Okay, here we are. Now we're going to scroll to the bottom. All right, so this is our list. This is our live list of achievers. And I'm not going to read every name here because there's so many names, but we have a whole slew of people, over 100, I believe, who have already achieved, I think it's 132 or 140, who are already on the scoreboard, and this is the group who've just achieved the $50 cash incentive, which is great. Congratulations to them, and great group. And then we have another large group who not only have achieved the $50 cash bonus, this is on top of their normal compensation, of course, But on top of that, they've also achieved the Forever Backpack. And the Forever Backpack is really, really nice. And that's really cool. So then we have another group who have already achieved the $50 plus the backpack plus another $100 achievement level. And that's 7 people. You can see, I'll start reading names here. That's Carol Cooper, Celeste Song Tang. Celeste is doing a great job out there. Cheryl Fry, Debbie Morass, Debbie Roser, Melody Hall, and Sherilyn Siebert, all fabulous ambassadors, and congratulations to you. And then we have the next group have won the $50, or have earned the $50, the Forever Backpack, the $100, and they've earned the Las Vegas show. And of course, I'm hoping everybody on this list, and even some who haven't hit the list yet, will be earning at these levels here too in the coming months. And we have a lot going on here. April's a big month. May is going to be a very big month. And of course, June is going to be Christmas in June. So we have huge opportunities here for ambassadors to achieve and to earn these different benefits for Forever Live. So the Vegas show, Bridget Schwiebach, Cheryl Sheehy, Karen Bowser, Lori Curley, and Lord Stern have all achieved at all 4 of these levels. And then on top of that, we have Kim Hicks has achieved all of that plus $100 resort credit. And then on top of that, we have Kathy Gordon and Trina Massel have earned all the way up that ladder. And then next level, we have Melody Ham Whitehead. Melody Whitehead has gotten the additional $300 cash. And the next level on top of that, Sherry Miser has already earned her extra day at the M Resort. And then on top of that, Carrie Pavolny, Madeline Brunel have earned a $200 resort credit. And these are all cumulative, right? As you earn each level, you just add these to your war chest. And then Deanna Johnson is already there with $200 times 2 M Resort credit. And then finally, Mariana Curran, with all the selling she's been doing, $300 times 2 cash credit. So we are only 3 months in to this achievement program, and already we have significant achievement. And for those of you who are not on the leaderboard yet in terms of the achievement program, that's okay. And you can see, even if you'll hear from Mona here in a second. We have a lot of people coming to Forever Live. But even if you can't attend Forever Live, and you can simply go to the ambassador training site to see this full program, there's a whole cash level. You can earn it, even if you can't come to Forever Live, you can earn additional cash. So it's worth everybody achieving. And it's very exciting to see that level of achievement. So let's go forward. And then we have the final thing is that I'm not going to read every single name, but with the new compensation plan and the growth in the company and all the excitement, we have a whole slew of people who have gotten rank promotions here. And you can see people being promoted from qualified ambassador to senior ambassador, and from ambassador to qualified ambassador, a whole slew of people. It's extremely exciting. And frankly, that the upline names, a lot of new names there too. I mean, we have growth going on and we have success going on across the company and across the ambassador force. And it's extremely exciting. And I anticipate in the months ahead, month by month, we'll be seeing many, many, many rank promotions coming up. That's great news. Let's go forward. So congratulations to all of you. And then my final bit of ambassador achievement here is our ambassador high five. So every month we highlight those ambassadors, and again, there's a leaderboard here, but those ambassadors who have been able to achieve bring in 5 new paying clients, a minimum of 5 or more new paying clients, forever high five. And you can see, Sky Craner, Sherry Meisner, Sherilyn Siebert, Ann Matuzek, Michelle Pickett, Ellen Burnell, Amy Storch, Cheryl Sheehy, Debbie Morass, all wonderful amounts of new ambassadors. But then you get into the elite crew here: Mariana Curran, 11, Kathy Gordon, 12, Deanna Johnson, 12, Trina Massel, 16 new clients, and Kathy Pavolny with I think this is their all-time record in a given month by far, but Kathy brought in 57 new clients, 57 new clients. And of course, one of the keys to our growth is bringing in new clients. And we have a lot of new information about new clients on this call. And in order to start, well, before we do anything, let's give Kathy Pavolny a round of applause. Kathy and the whole group here. High five. Yeah, high fives. There you go. High five. But it's just a tremendous achievement. And let's go forward, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring on Kathy now on the phone. She's actually on the road. She's out there selling, so we couldn't get her on the Zoom video, but she's on the phone. And Kathy, you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
All right, Kathy. Yeah, I can hear you. Great. So I just wanted to, number one, congratulate you. You did an awesome job. You do an awesome job all the time. But this last month of March, you were just, off the charts great. And I wanted to ask you, in addition to congratulating you, I wanted to ask you, how'd you do it? If you're, explaining to all the other ambassadors, how did you bring in so many new clients, and how do you recommend that they do it?
Well, part of that number, that 57 number, was from Roots Tech, but probably at least half is just my regular everyday customers. So let's separate
that out for a minute. So hold on. Okay. So you were an ambassador. You earned the right to be at Roots Tech because of your sales, and you did a fabulous job at Roots Tech. And so yes, there were maybe as many as half. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. Neither do you. Were people you met at Roots Tech and sold to. But then even without that, even if the number is only 30, instead of 57, it's still a tremendous number. And I think describing to people how you're bringing in new clients on an everyday basis would be very helpful.
Sure. Well, when I do get a chance to talk to somebody, I really try to focus on closing the sale right away, because I find the biggest obstacle that people have is it's never really been the price of the product, but they just love to procrastinate. So, like right now, people will tell me, oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is definitely what I need. This is perfect for me, but I can't start till this next summer. And so a lot of the people that became my customers in March were all the people from last fall who were saying, oh, this is what I'm going to do after the new year. This is perfect for me. And so then because I'm never really comfortable following up, that getting on the phone, that whole part, which is why I really try to push to close the sale right away. I figure it's better for them to get started. It's better for me not to have to worry about following up. But I just always ask them for, permission. Do you want me to give you, if they say, oh, I don't know right now, if I want to get started, I'll offer to should I call you tomorrow? And, I like to keep the ball in my court and kind of stay in control. And then if they say, oh, no, I'm not going to be ready till after the new year, then I make a note. And, if they say this is something, if they told me, like one woman I called, I had written on the back of her card, this is something I really, really, really want to do, but not till after the new year. And so then I got permission. Do you want me to call you? So then I'm comfortable making that call, and we finally connected. And sometimes I'll meet them at a coffee shop. Sometimes we can just do the order over the phone, and I'll kind of quote back what the person said to me. And in that case, she had said, this is something I really, really, really want to do. And so then I said, so are you ready to get started? You need a nudge? And then they say yes, then close the sale finally.
Yeah, it's terrific. You said some things that are really important there. You said price, money, money, the cost is not the obstacle. Procrastination is the obstacle.
Yes.
And I've heard that from other people. Do you have any other comments on that?
Yeah, procrastination. It's like, I don't know, when I'm talking to somebody, I right from the very first sentence, I try to get them to start thinking about, this is something you could do this weekend. And I'll repeat that again and again as I'm talking about it. You can do this right away, as opposed to this is something like you have to plan and spend, all month doing, all year doing. You don't have to wait till you're retired to do this. I try to really talk about, this is what you can do like this evening.
Yeah, this is what you can do. Yeah, you can do it now. And because, the time of our lives goes by, and it's kind of like, I like to say that I think memory keeping is a little bit like exercise. We can fail to do it, and kind of the weeks and the months go by, and it would be better for our health if we were doing some exercise. It's the same thing with memory keeping. Doing just even starting with a little bit can really help. So I think the way you're encouraging people to actually do it this weekend is a great idea. The other thing I heard, which is very interesting, and it wasn't price. It was procrastination. They're not saying, oh, this is too expensive. They're saying, I just don't have the time. So getting them, so I like this idea of closing now. It's like, hey, you don't know where you're going to be in a year. You might have, I mean, heck, you hate to say it, but you might have cancer. You might, it's time to act now. It's time to get the memories straightened out now. And I think getting them closed now is a great idea. The other thing I heard you say, and it's not about price and cost because it's not that expensive. It's about procrastination, getting through that. The other thing I heard is this idea you have of, hey, okay, if you don't want to do it now or you want to get together, and I heard this in a sales training I did many, many, many years ago. It's like, even if you're on the phone and people say, or you're at the shopping, you're at the grocery store and you see somebody and they say, well, I'd love to get together on that. You say, I have my calendar right here. How about, tomorrow? How about next Wednesday? Getting it on the calendar is very powerful. And I hear you, and I learned that in a sales training course 25 years ago. And I hear you saying that same thing, that you're getting people to say, to get them to commit to meet with you, on a date right now.
Right.
Yeah, but that's very powerful. What else? How are you actually generating your leads in the first place?
A variety of ways. Let's see. I try to just within the metro area where I live, which is I think like 4 million people. So I have a pretty good pool to work with. I just try to get things posted in public places, that photo organizing events, and just try to promote the idea of, do you want to get your photos organized? Would you just like to have them all in one place? And would you like to be able to find any photo that you're thinking of, almost instantly? So, not really complicated. You just want everything in one place. Your old slides you've inherited, photos from the 1800s, photos you took last weekend, and be able to find them. And it's kind of like it's a 3-part process. The first part is trying to find the people and set up a date to get in front of them. And then the second part is doing the presentation, and the third part, closing the sale. It's kind of like 3 totally separate things in my head.
Yeah. So the first one, so go get it in detail. Where are you actually posting, and how are you getting those initial people?
Well, if like in the area where I am, community centers, senior centers, moms groups, I've done it for book groups. I like to get in front of a group that's already planning to meet because of that whole procrastination idea. Sometimes if I present this as just a general workshop that people can come to organize their photos, they might think, oh, that's what I need to do next year. But if I can find a group that's already meeting, like a mom's group or a book group, and offer to, come in and 20 minutes, I can share how to get all your photos in one place and organized. That can get my foot in the door and in front of more than one person at a time.
Okay, and then on the second step, are you demonstrating right from a Forever account, your own account, or a sample account, or some of the public accounts out there, or are you using a PowerPoint presentation, or both?
I suppose it would be more like like the PowerPoint presentation. I have a lot of slides that I've used from the official educational presentation, and I just do it in Artisan. I do a slideshow using Artisan, so that I have a lot of the kind of the key slides that that you have there on the site, and then I've interspersed in there some personal photos in there to kind of personalize it, so that if people are looking at, like I say, okay, I can pull up pictures that have both my boys in just instantly. So then I just have one quick slide, I show that. Or if I get into genealogy, I can find all my old photos, and just that goes through in about a second. But I want people looking at those slides and thinking, I have those same pictures and I don't know where mine are. Or another one of my slides is, if you want to find old pictures from high school. So I just quick go through those slides, and I'm sure everybody sitting there has the exact same pictures and they don't know where theirs are.
Yep. So you're using the resources on the ambassador training site and the SOS training, and then you're personalizing with your own photos. And Are you highlighting video at all in your sales pitch?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I talk about them, you know, your videos are in here too, scansable letters, postcards, anything that's important to you,
Okay.
all in one place.
And
That's one of the things I keep saying over and over, all in one place.
all in one place, organized in one place, and it's permanent. And then how are you closing? How does, yeah, and before I go to that, let me, I'm getting some other questions here from other people around the table. So how do you, do you use posters? Do you post posters at these community centers or senior centers and things? And also, how do you find the groups that you're going to present to?
Sometimes it's just, well, if I go through like my little local paper, they have a page there that just lists all the groups that meet in the community, the garden club, the book group, it's right all there in one place. So yeah, if you have like a little small town paper, that's easy to find. If you're in a bigger city, I don't know that they do that. And then some places, like some senior centers, if you get into it, they'll post it for you and it goes out to a group of seniors. And yeah, did you ask me another question?
Yeah. Oh, and the final question was, when you're going to go close, what are you leading with? Are you leading with the forever storage? Are you leading with conversion? How are you getting that initial close? And what is that like? What are you selling?
Oh, I really try to get them to do both the conversion and the storage. I love to lump the large conversion box and a 25 gigabyte account together. I mean, ultimately, I want to make it clear they don't have to do one to do the other. You can just do one or the other because, if cost is an issue. But it depends on if I'm in front of a group of people that I think I might see again, or if I'm in front of a group of people that I know I'm never going to see these people again. And I don't have sometimes you don't have any way to get contact information from them. So I always give them a little piece of paper that has the prices on, and then I give them like any orders that are placed right then and there. Like if you want to get started this weekend, because I keep bringing that up, here's some specials that you can get if you want to sign up now. And so whatever the sale price is, I give them another $10 off. It's not a big deal, but that means I buy a gift certificate to tack onto their order to kind of get them to commit right then and there. If it's like, if I'm in front of a group, I know I'll never see them again. I have no way to contact them again, and I'm going to lose them if I don't. So I don't know if $10 makes a big difference or not, but that's what I do.
Well, that's an interesting tactic too. So, well, that's great. All those things, I'm so glad you shared with all of us today. And clearly what you're doing is working. And it's just great. So thanks for all your efforts, Kathy, and keep up the great work and keep sharing forever. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Kathy Povolny, and congratulations again on 57 new clients in March alone. And I can't remember I believe she had about $25,000 or $26,000 of sales in March alone. You can flip back in the presentation to see. But now we're going to go on to the next topic, and the next topic is Forever Live 2019, which is going to be in Las Vegas. And I want to turn over to Mona Rao. And Mona, I want to invite Mona onto the call here. We're going to go live to Mona in Minnesota. There she is, happy smiling face. And Mona, please give us the update on Forever Live.
Great, thanks, Glenn. Can you all hear me okay?
Yep,
yes.
Thanks.
All right, perfect. Well, as Glenn said, our biggest convention of the year is this summer, August 1st through the 4th. And whoops, sorry, I'm a hand talker, can you tell? I just hit my laptop. We already have 415 attendees registered, and out of those 415, 20 of those are clients. So I can't even tell you how much we have in store for you. We're already working on the overall agenda, from main stage general session. You're going to hear from the home office staff. You're going to hear from fellow ambassadors. We also have a lot of other great information to share, maybe even a few product releases from general session main stage. Glenn, what do you think? Think we'll have a few there?
Yeah, I think so. Many surprises.
Yes.
A lot of great news.
Lots of different breakout topics. We also have a digital crop that's open till 6 a.m. So you can crop till you drop, right, everybody? In your comfy clothes. It'll be a great time. And then we also have our All That Glitters Gala Party that's going to take place on Saturday night. You know, if I would have prepared a little better, I would have had a wig on, you know, my silver wig, my jewelry for you during this call today, but maybe we'll save that for another call. So again, we just welcome everybody to attend. You know, as Glenn had said, and on the slide, April 9th through the 11th, we have a special club member only special for $219. That's an $80 savings. So again, ambassadors, club members, clients, anybody that maybe is interested in hearing more about Forever or becoming an ambassador, join us. We want you all there. Again, so just going to be a really great event, and take advantage of that great special that's coming up here next week, $219, again, $80 savings. So just a few things there. With Forever Live too, if you haven't, look out on the Forever Events webpage. We have a lot of information out there, from the agenda to the hotel information, booking your own room. And then I also wanted to talk about Circle of Excellence. So now's the time to go ahead and nominate somebody, a peer of yours, you know, a person that has exhibited extraordinary business practices and sales, leadership, and team building, and who combines, you know, service with heart. I got to do my little heart. That wasn't a very good heart sign. Again, so just make sure that you are nominating your peers for that. It is based on peer nominations, and you can go to Forever Events webpage right now and nominate that person from your team. So again, it's only announced at Forever Live. Last year, Senior Executive Ambassador Glenn had the opportunity to present that award to Adriana Madero. So we hope it's you this year. So send those nominations in, and then the deadline for that is June 30th. So just a reminder on that. And then also, if you're not, make sure that can you tell I'm just like Forever Live ready. We do have a Forever Live Facebook group too, so make sure that you are joining that group if you haven't already. We announce a lot out there in regards to the overall event. And then last but not least, as mentioned, we have 415 attendees registered, which is the biggest yet this event from previous years. If you have a room reserved at the M Resort, and maybe since you booked that reservation, you now are sharing a room with another ambassador, please release that room, because there, Saturday, August 3rd, we are completely sold out, but I do know that some of you have reservations that you no longer need, again, because you may be sharing with another ambassador. So please release that space now so we can open it up for new attendees as well too. We'll get you all taken care of, I promise. But if you can release those rooms sooner than later, that would help us out tremendously. So again, looking forward to a fabulous event coming up here in August. We're in the planning sessions as we speak, and that is all I had to share for this call. But Glenn, I'll turn it back over to you, and I think Nathan Bowers is up next. Thanks, everyone.
Mona, stay right there for a second, Mona. I just have a couple comments. So I want to put a kind of exclamation point on this releasing the room thing. What Mona explained to me, and she explained this to me in detail a couple of days ago, is that what typically happens is people know there's a room block, they know there's a special rate, and they kind of overbook rooms because they're trying to figure out a roommate or whatever, and they overbook the rooms. And then typically 2-3 weeks before Forever Live, they'll release the rooms they're not going to use. And what we're asking you to do is, if you already know you're not going to use a room because you found a roommate or you made plans or whatever, and a lot of people do. I'd say the vast majority of people like to have a roommate if they're coming by themselves. And we're just asking you to make those plans ahead and release the rooms early so that we can free those rooms up for other people who are still booking. And part of this is that we have such demand that we are reaching, we're reaching kind of the maximum number of room reservations early, and we want to make sure and we know that there's going to be a bunch of room releases, so we'd like to get them done early so that we can get everybody booked properly. Is that accurate, Mona?
That's correct.
The other thing I want to tell you, good. And then the other thing I want to emphasize is this is going to be an awesome opportunity. If you have a special client or special clients who you'd like to have come and really join the community. Maybe you have a client who wants to learn a lot about Forever and a lot about memory keeping and the community, and maybe they could be a future ambassador in your downline. Or maybe they just want to be a super duper client and you want to give them a special opportunity. Or you want to have, as I think as Shelly was saying and Mona, you want to have a special girls weekend with not just other ambassadors, but other friends who love memory keeping. It's going to be fabulous. And we are explicitly creating an agenda just for the clients. So basically the morning sessions, as an example, are going to be half the morning session is going to be kind of general announcements for everybody, new products, new things happening with Forever, things that everybody will be interested in. Then we're going to have a coffee break. Everybody loves having a coffee break. And then we're going to have the part of the agenda that's really focused just on ambassadors. So the people who are just clients who don't want to hear all the ambassador stuff can be there, be very comfortable, and there'll be things for them to do that are separate when we're having kind of all of our recognition and all the things for ambassadors. So we're really thinking this through in terms of being an event for the whole community, not only ambassadors, and of course, it'll be primarily ambassadors, all of you, but in addition, club members and clients, and we want those people to come too. So know that this is an opportunity for you to invite special people into the community. Know that, and this is a great, this club member only $219 deal to buy a ticket is a tremendous opportunity for you to invite your special clients to come to our special event. So I wanted you to know that. Mona, any other comments?
No, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Can't wait to see you in August.
All right, way to go, Mona. And Mona always makes me smile. Next on the list is Dr. Nathan Bowers. He is a doctor, he's a PhD. And Dr. Nathan Bowers to talk about new product stuff, new product innovations at Forever. I'm going to turn it over to Nathan. Here he is.
Thanks, Glenn. You know, you don't have to wait until Forever Live to see some new products this year. In fact, tomorrow, we are going to release some updates to collaborative albums, some exciting updates. Specifically, clients are going to be able to add content to collaborative albums starting tomorrow from their albums and tags view. So currently, you can only add to collaborative albums from your library view. But beginning tomorrow, that's going to change. And Michaela's going to send out a very exciting announcement once we're live with that additional functionality. Second, and Michaela's going to talk a little bit more about this bullet point in just a second, but in time for this weekend, we are releasing 22 new Forever print card designs. I looked at some of these designs today. I took a sneak peek. I see some Easter themes. I see some graduation themes, some Bible verse themed card designs. But the bottom line is this really increases the number of different 5x7 card designs available in Forever Print. Speaking of Forever Print, also in April, probably 2 weeks from now, we're going to release some photo editing capability in Forever Print, leading with some autocorrect functionality, the ability to brighten photos within Forever Print, the ability to remove red eye in Forever Print, and the ability to change a color photo to a black and white photo in Forever Print. Now, Glenn, I know we get a lot more feedback about additional editing functionality in both Print and Mars, and we're exploring that Print and Forever, excuse me, the Forever application, and we're exploring additional photo editing capability all the time. But these three features are ready to go live in Forever Print, so we don't want to hold them back, and we believe we're going to launch them in just 2 weeks. So that's very exciting. So 3 exciting updates coming in April. Now, May. We've got some really cool new ambassador tools that we're preparing to launch. Yes, the Ambassador Locator. Glenn has talked about the need to update the locator for many, many weeks now. We've been getting a lot of additional feedback from our ambassadors. We have iterated on that feedback. We've tested the new functionality, and I'm very confident that the first week of May, we're going to be able to release those updates. And you know what? I'm confident you all are going to love the new Ambassador Locator. Another really exciting ambassador tool, this one's been a pet project of mine, is looking hard at the ambassador back office and thinking about how we can improve that back office, specifically how we can elevate new client opportunities to individual ambassadors. And so I am working very, very hard on a new client report. So think about this, right? You have new clients who sign up under you as their ambassador, and you see them in this report with a sign-up date. You'd be being able to see whether or not that ambassador or that new client has confirmed their email address. If they have confirmed their email address, they get a welcome coupon. We show you right in that report what the welcome coupon code is and what their expiration date is, and whether or not that client or that user has actually made a first purchase. If they have, we'll give you the date of the first purchase. But if they haven't, now you know exactly who you need to reach out to this month to convert into a new client, to get that high five, right? And to help towards those new client numbers. So I am passionate about this project, and I believe, and I've been talking to Brad extensively about it over the last week, and together we believe we can bring it online for you all in May. One final thing, we've been talking a lot recently about, and many of you know about the opportunity that we've been working on to bring notifications online, and that's coming down the pike. We also believe in early May. You know, specifically, we rely heavily on email communications right now, and we know that doesn't always work for a variety of reasons, right? Sometimes it goes into a spam folder. Sometimes people delete not knowing. Sometimes we get marked as spam, and so you never receive the email to begin with. We know we need to build out this functionality within Forever so that we can communicate with you and with our clients through the application. So we're very excited about this. We've been working hard on it for many months, and we're ready to launch it, we believe, early May. So that's what's coming down the pike in April and May. Go ahead, one more thing, yes. All right, Glenn, I know you asked me to talk about this.
Yes,
so,
that is.
Yeah, so metadata improvements. I spent 3 hours with a couple members of our engineering team yesterday morning. This was a topic of discussion, and this has been pushed forward. We do believe we can bring these metadata improvements. Yeah, what are these improvements? Glenn has talked about it many times, but just to remind you all, it's the ability, you know, some people edit in their Lightbox view all of the metadata around their photo, and then they want to take those edits with them when they download the photo out of Forever. So that is actually a pretty intensive process of writing all of that edited metadata to the photo. And so we don't currently do it, but we know that we need to offer the option. So beginning sometime in June, we think, we're going to elevate that option when you download a photo. Oh, you do get thirsty. When you download a photo out of Forever, give me the option to write the updated metadata to that photo. And of course, if you choose that option, it'll take a little bit of time. We'll let you know notifications. You know, we'll have this great new platform to communicate. We'll let you know via notifications when it's ready for you to actually access. You know, we'll package it all together. You'll be able to access the updated metadata on the photos, download them to your local machine, and then have all that material waiting for you. That's what's coming down the pike, and that's only up through June.
Yeah, that's through June. Hey, Nathan.
Yes.
Here I am, it's Glenn. You know, we forgot to put something on here, which is, where are we with Prince? Sorry.
Where are we with Prince? You know, Matt Gray's in the room, but I can speak to this. We are actually conducting a bunch of user studies right now on the latest designs. Assuming that these tests go well and that these designs make good sense to our current users, and I think the likelihood of that is very high, we are well over the 50% mark here. So I don't know if I'm ready to make firm commitments to this yet, but
Coming soon, though.
coming very, very soon. Coming very, very soon. We're not talking Q4. How's that?
Okay.
We're talking sooner than Q4.
Okay, very good.
No,
All right,
thank you, Glenn.
that's it. So with that, so now we want to shift the conversation. Here I am, I'm back. I'm not leaning into the crazy angle. Thank you, Nathan. That was great. We have, as you see, we're continuing our trend here. As you know, we pump out a lot of new software functionality every single year, every single month, and our team is on fire, working really, really hard, delivering great new functionality. And you can see a lot of it impacts end users and clients, but also a lot of it impacts ambassadors and your ability to run your business well and share well. So we're really, really excited about all this new functionality. And of course, there's a lot more behind that as well. But, and we have a meeting this afternoon. We have a really important meeting this afternoon where we're going over the product pipeline, the roadmap for all the new functionality we have coming up. And there's a lot of exciting news beyond this as well. That being said, it is time for me to turn it over to the one, the only, Michaela Elliott, our Manager of Digital Marketing, who will talk about April promotions. Michaela?
That's right. Hi, everybody. Kind tough to follow all that exciting stuff, but I will do my best. So as Nathan pointed out, we've got 22 brand new print card designs coming on Friday morning. And so Roxanne, our digital artist, have been working really hard on these. We've got some really nice cards with inspirational quotes, save the date, some Easter cards, and all these cards have back options if you're willing to customize a little bit more, so that's very exciting. But even with those options, you can still create your cards in just a couple minutes, so that's a really good way to get clients into the pipeline. And just in time, yes, we've got 40% off all printed products this weekend coming up, so that includes cards. So that's going to be 10 a.m. on Friday through 10 a.m. on Monday, a weekend flash sale. So we originally we're going to do 40% off cards and photo gifts, but then we decided, why lock it down to just that? If you got clients who want to buy photo books this weekend or other things, they can get 40% off, but we're really just trying to highlight all printed products, but especially cards for this weekend. And so for the rest of the month, we're continuing with our Forever Focus campaign. We've got a lot of the same sales, 20% off Forever Storage, print, artisan, 5% off conversion boxes, and we've also added 20% off scrapbook and album page conversion for this month. Yeah, so if your clients return their box between April 1st and April 22nd, they'll get 20% off all scrapbook and album page conversion. So this is great for clients who are really into traditional scrapbooking, have a lot of scrapbook pages in their house. This is a really good deal, so we're very excited about that. And we've also got some special P2P deals for yearly and new monthly memberships. So you can get a lot of great new content if you join with either monthly or yearly P2P membership this month. So that's very exciting. And so as I've shared on the Ambassador Bulletin and the Facebook group, we've shared some of what we've got coming down the pike for weekend flash sales. So we know that it's really important that you all know what's coming so you can plan your events appropriately. So as I said, this weekend we've got cards and other printed products. It's going to be a flash sale. Next weekend we're focusing on digital art and artisans. So we've got some very exciting digital art bundles and a really nice sale on digital art for next weekend. The following weekend, we're having a flash sale on photo books. So that's also Forever Club weekend. So that's going to be a really nice sale for club members, much higher than non-club members, although there is also a good sale for everybody. And in the last weekend of the month, we've got a really nice storage and conversion bundle. So we know that a lot of you like to sell storage and conversion bundle together. So we're really leaning into that for that weekend.
Great.
Yeah, so we're very excited about that. That's a request that we've gotten. Yeah, so we're really excited about April, and as you know, May is going to be a great month. And then we've got Christmas in June, of course. We've got some really exciting stuff coming for June. So a lot of good stuff.
There's some exciting surprises in May as well.
Yes, oh yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff coming down the pike, so a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, well, great. Can you bring the microphone? Yeah, and yeah, we are. I saw a couple comments come up on the screen. We really are trying to do a much better job of communicating with all of you and letting you know what's coming. We wanted to keep it surprise and fun and exciting, but also communicate with all of you really well, so you can really support and know what's coming and effectively, sell these different deals. And of course, we also have a philosophy. We're a consumer company. We're out there selling to families and moms. And families and moms, it's not easy to make ends meet, and people want to know they're getting the best possible deal on things. So yeah, we have ongoing, we mix it up. You know the pattern. We mix it up, but we have ongoing sales because that's what people want, and we give people what they want. As long as it's legal and ethical, we give people what they want. And speaking of that, I do want to make one comment on this sale we have coming up on the scrapbook pages, on digitizing those. One really great, talk about all in one place. This theme Kathy Pavolny said. She said she sells, the phrase she repeats all the time is, do you want all your photos, all your memories, all in one place? Hey, all your letters, all your videos, all your photos, all in one place, and then be able to search and find them all. Your old stuff, your family history, as well as the photos from this weekend's picnic, all in one place. I love that. Well, part of getting everything all in one place is and in our community, taking these precious, precious physical scrapbooks, which people poured their lives and their love into creating. Those need to be digitized so that they live forever in people's forever's account, in their forever accounts, all in one place. And the amazing thing is, you digitize that, you send it to us in Green Bay at our processing center. We lovingly digitize those, some new, some old physical scrapbooks. And what happens? You can print them again now. You can create multiple copies for the kids. They can, not only does it live online for everybody in the family to share, but you can create new printed versions. And so everybody can have a copy, a physical copy of that special physical scrapbook. So it's an amazing way of getting people who've been involved in memory keeping and scrapbooking for decades into the community. So it's a fabulous opportunity. They're going to get, how do my children share these over time? How do my grandchildren share them over time? To get them digitized and online and forever, and then be able to not only share electronically, but be able to share physically is amazing. So with that, I will turn it over to Q&A. Thank you, Michaela Elliott. Are there questions we want to answer at this point?
Someone's asking about digitizing old magnetic type albums.
Yes. Absolutely.
We can, the question was, can you digitize old magnetic type albums? The answer is yes. I mean, I will tell you right now, and you can tell clients this, there is no organization in the world who more lovingly and carefully digitizes things than Forever. Our team at the processing center in Green Bay is just awesome, and they can digitize pretty much anything. Somebody asked me over the weekend about old film. And yeah, we have digitized. I've seen it. It's fabulous. And these were not everyday people, okay, in the 1920s and 30s. They were generally very wealthy people, but there are families out there with film. And of course, Charlie Chaplin, I don't know when exactly talking you started but there is film going back into the 19-teens and certainly 20s. I've seen a lot from the 20s. And there were films being made in Hollywood with Charlie Chaplin and stuff back then. But there were families who had film, and it's usually 16mm home movie film that people took, and we have digitized that. So 16mm, 8mm, Super 8, Super 8 with sound, of course DVR, DVDs, whatever. We can digitize it all. That's safe to say. Next question. Are there any other questions coming in? Okay, there were a couple questions we answered along the way. Let me just take this opportunity to wrap it up then on time. It's Glenn Meekum. It has been a pleasure as always. I cannot tell you how excited I am about the business, the growth in the business. I'm so excited about the growth and the solidity and the energy of our professional ambassador force and all of you. Congratulations to everything you're doing. Congratulations to the leaders out there who've done such a great job bringing their downlines along. And listen, have a great April, and I can't wait to get back together with you in May. Take care.